Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
Happy Monday. Sorry for being a little late, y'all. Yeah, I had 8 million things going on at one time, Not unusual for me, Juggle, here we go. Who's in the house? Come on and say hi. It's Motivational Monday. Are you ready to get your C's on? I've got some C's for you. There's Helen. Cheers. Here's to Motivational Monday. And here comes all my lovelies. Hi, Amber. Good to see you. We got tons of announcements. And by the way, today, it is the Daily Dish, our Daily Dish show. Every single day, Monday through Saturday anyway, we're bringing vibrancy back into your everyday life, heart, mind, body, and soul. That's what we do on this show, and I really love it when I see all of you lovely showing up. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing these broadcasts. I've seen you do a lot of that lately too, and I do appreciate it. We are starting the first day of the sprint, and I know we're off a zone, aren't we? Don't ask. Well, here's the thing. I keep up. I do keep up. Believe me, I do keep. I thought I did. The first full week of the month is usually zone 5, which is the kitchen, which is when we do, or zone 2. I'm sorry, zone 2. Anyway, I messed everything up. Okay, taking full responsibility here. Still happy, but I'm taking full responsibility. So for those of you who said, hey, we're not sprinting now, you are right. We are off a week. But so what? Don't sprint if you don't want to. We're going to do the collagen challenge next week. You can sprint then, whatever. Let me just say this. You have a community behind you. That's the important part, right? That's the important part. And I don't know about you, but I need that. I need it daily. I need to know that someone's got my back over there. I see Yvonne from Whittier. Good to see you. My hometown, by the way. Anyway, come on in. Margot's in the house as well. Good to see you. We have a new supplement of the week, so that's always fun. I see Shauna and Francis. Thanks so much for coming by, y'all. And we have been, Noreen is here. We have been flying through so many. We've got mugs going out the door so fast and quote decks going out the door so fast. I want to make sure that you get in on these because when they're gone, they are gone. Denise is here. Good. I'm glad to see Denise. Boy, Denise, if it's my Denise Thornton doing a bang up job in NutriCoach. She just dropped her video and I was so proud. Kimberly Gray, same thing. I've been seeing so many good things with my NutriCoaches. So anyway, it is chilly but no blizzards. I'm very glad. I'm very glad we have no blizzards. Let me tell you about this quote deck. It is 52. Look at this. It makes that click click sound. Isn't that nice? That's letting you know that these cards are plastic covered. On the back it says Living Life in Full Bloom. And I'm going to show you, this is the one that I've got on my desk right now. Okay? Do you see it? Part of courage is simple consistency from Peggy Noonan. Lovely woman and brilliant woman. Still is writing, I believe, for the Wall Street Journal. But part of courage is simple consistency. Doesn't that hit you to your core? It does me, because that's my word of the year, consistency. So I was delighted to see that one. And there's a ton more that you will not believe. I mean, I can tell you I've got some Joyce Meyer ones. I've got Harvey Mackay. If you're persistent, you'll get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. We either make ourselves miserable or we make ourselves strong. The amount of work is the same, right? Or is this cosmic 2x4s or what? You can find these at savingdinner.com/quote. And I'll tell you, the smart money is on the woman who gets 2 decks because then you get free shipping. You can give these away for, what a sweet gift for Valentine's Day, right? I've got your back. Here's our bright sunshiny yellow mug, isn't it? It's so cute. It says, mindful mug, pinkies up, saving dinner cup. But look at this. Don't get mad about the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do. Ooh, boom. All of them are like this. This is what we send out. There's 3 ways to get these mugs. Go to savingdinner.com/mug. Check it out. It's called a mindful mug, and it helps you to become mindful. And I don't know, you're probably here because you want to get mindful, right? I mean, part of motivation is being mindful, because if we're just kind of ignoring our lives and just going through life with, not even thinking about anything, we're not going to be motivated. We're going to be stuck on the couch. You want to get off the couch? It's time to get motivated. You want to get motivated? Got to start moving and doing a few things. I'm going to tell you what, it's not as hard as you think it is. And if you hang out here, you're going to get motivated to do that. 3 ways to get these. Go to savingdinner.com/mug, including a free way to get them, right? Now, here's the supplement that's conjugated linoleic acid. Get Lean CLA. This is, I'm trying to get it without the shiny on it, the supplement of the week. You put 4 in your cart, you will pay for 3. You will also get free shipping. Go to savingdinner.com/show. Why do I like this stuff? The results are in from the research. I did a little bit of a dig in PubMed for you, and guess what? This, getting conjugated linoleic acid into your diet, helps you to bust belly fat and thigh fat. Belly fat, they had me. Thigh fat, they sold me. Sorry, thigh fat. Did you say thigh fat? Get this. Good stuff. Amazing stuff. You know what? We gotta do the things that we need to do in order to get our bodies working at their optimal levels, right? That's all. That's what a supplement is. It supplements an already good, healthy diet. It supplements what you're doing, and it helps you get better results. That's what it does. Isn't that so great? I love that. Anyway, mugs, supplement of the week, savingdinner.com/show. You can read all about the supplement and you can get it. And we flew through so much Sleepies last week, we almost ran out. So this is what I'm telling you about. I don't like paying retail. I know you don't either. I always give you an opportunity not to pay retail, plus I give you free shipping every single week. We announce the free one for the week. You have a whole week to get it, but don't dilly-dally, because when it's gone, it's gone. We do 4 big buys every month with this in mind so that we can pass our savings on to you. That's how we roll. And so seeing we are right now in the middle of, we're starting an illegal sprint. Shall we call it an illegal sprint? Oh, I just really apologize for that. What are you going to do, though? I mean, I can't, I get things mixed up. So my apologies to everybody who said, hey, it's not sprint time. All right, so we're going to do an extra sprint, right? And tonight we're going to I'm going to teach you all about collagen and why it's so important to get it into your diet. And it's a free webinar, and it's at 7 p.m. tonight, Eastern. savingdinner.com/collagen to get your seat. Now, this is important because even though we're sprinting this week, we shouldn't be doing it. We should be waiting till next week. We're still going to be going sprint, then going to the collagen challenge. And you know what I'm seeing? You know what's fabulous? I'm seeing people sprint, and they would go to the sprint, and then they did the Vibrant Body Detox, and getting results. That's that momentum thing. And we capitalize on momentum. We're really going to get those results. Man, do we need them? I mean, I do. We all need them. It keeps us motivated as well. When we see something happening, fun. That's the secret sauce. We have a quote of the week. Here it is. You ready? Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your unguarded thoughts. That's from Buddha. How many times have we had our unguarded thoughts just take us down? Nobody has heard anything, not a word, but we've heard it loud and clear in our own heads. And when it's loud and clear in our own heads, we've got this whole war going on. We're fighting something that nobody around us, not even our spouse, knows what's going on. So if we can stop this, and start using the pancake diet on flipping those thoughts and becoming the women we want to become, That's how we get vibrancy in. That's it. We get vibrancy in simply by changing the way that we think. It is a decision-making process. And we got to stay we have to stay conscious of what's going on and not just live our lives on automatic pilot. That's fine for scrubbing a toilet, by the way. I love scrubbing a toilet and being in another world because if I was like all mindful about my toilet, what does that say about my thought process? My toilet's clean, but I don't need to be thinking about how clean it's getting. I just need to be thinking that I did it. That's it. And I can be thinking about something else, getting ready for something, whatever it is. That's the whole funny thing about all of that. Anyway, so you're going to be joining me tonight, savingdinner.com/collagen. We are in the middle of the sprint. If you don't know what that is and you want to be a part of it, it is free. savingdinner.com/sprint. You'll get the webinar, you'll get all the information, and you'll be able to download the guide. 100% free. Yeah, Sarah's all about mindful toilet cleaning, see? I'm going to take you to the places that you haven't been before. Oh my goodness. All right, I promise you, no more mindful toilet cleaning. By the way, I had a woman over the weekend ask me, she said, what do I do about these constant cravings? And I understand. Cravings are a thing. Well, there's two things that we have for it. It's Crave Crusher, and you can find that at savingdinner.com. And you can also put some L-glutamine in a little dish. I'm going to show you how to use it because I told her I would over the weekend. You wet your finger, and it's clean, obviously, right? You put a little L-glutamine, it's simple amino acid. Put it on your teeth, your gums. Oh my goodness, look at that. Teeth, gums, and tongue. It doesn't have any flavor at all. And that knocks a craving out. Zip it, knock it out, it's gone. Right then. Because there's a place in your brain that's going, eat. Let's go eat some fill in the blank, whatever your thing is. And it just knocks it out like this. This is from a psychiatrist who treats addicts. She makes all of her addicts do this. It doesn't matter if we're addicts or food addicts or, sugar junkies or whatever, or actual meth heads, It's all the same area of the brain. We all, we can't be high and mighty. We have to recognize that we're all so fallen and so easy to get addicted. But we have things to fight it, and this is one of them. It's just a simple amino acid. Also helps to heal your gut. So I thought I would show you that. You can find that in the shop, savingdinner.com. You also get the show notes just by signing up for our newsletter every single day. That just go to savingdinner.com. You'll get something there to sign up for that. I strongly suggest you do that because we always take today's talk and we transcribe it-ish, sort of, take notes. At least Amber takes the notes, and then she puts them in the newsletter. And it's helpful. It's helpful. If you're on if you're on this trajectory of new growth in your life and you've made goals this year, 2021, this is going to be my year. I have a vision for myself. It's a vibrant vision. Well, you're in the right place because that's what we talk about all the time. And I hope I have enough stuff here for you to talk about because what a day. It's been a morning and a half here at Saving Dinner Land. So I appreciate it. I think I got everything. Looking to see if I've made all the announcements. Yep, I did. Look at that. I feel like Q&A. That's the only other thing, the Q&A. If you want questions answered, all you have to do is go to send in an email to support@savingdinner.com. Question for Leanne on Friday. I will answer it. And no question is off limits, pretty much. Pretty much no questions off limits. I have actually done my hair on camera. I've had people ask me what deodorant I use. Seriously, I've had weird questions. And if you have a weird one, go ahead, go for it. I'm all ears. I'll take it. I will take it. Well, today I'm, several things that I'm up to right now. I'm really excited about the collagen challenge tonight, by the way, because 97% of us have a deficit in collagen. I'll tell you all about that and give you all the lowdown on this. Remember, it's free. And this is all educational. This is how to put the collagen in, what to do. And I think you'll be, your mind will explode. So don't forget to get your reservation for that. savingdinner.com/collagen. If you can't make it tonight, still sign up because that is going to get you the replay. Okay? Just letting you know. So I was thinking about today, and I was thinking about what are the things that move the needle in everyone's lives? What are the things that make us say, aha? What are the things that help us to connect the dots? Well, I started thinking about all the C's. I was thinking about connection and community, commitment, all the things. And I really should have put the 9,000 C's, to keep you motivated. But I kind of came down to 5, and I'm going to go through some of them because I think they all sort of connect to one another, and they really help to make a really good loop, a good connection, a chain, if you will, around what it is that you're trying to do. Because if we can keep ourselves going, like a chain on a bicycle, if your chain comes off your bicycle, and I don't care how fast you're pedaling, you're going nowhere unless you're going downhill. And, that's a bad analogy for anything, right? That's not what we want. What do we want? We want to be able to get the momentum. That's what, you want to see momentum? Watch a bicycle. First one pedal, then the other, and then you keep going, and boy, you've got that momentum going, and the chain is in place, right? The chain is in place. The chain on each one of those spokes, or whatever that thing is, the flywheel, I guess it is, that chain that's going through it and getting pushed by your foot with your effort is what's moving the whole mechanism. And it's a constant, so it's an ellipse, really, almost kind of a thing. And it makes all the difference in the world because it gives us that clarity, and it gives us that opportunity to really get in and catch a wave. Anybody ever body surfed here? Have you ever body surfed? I almost got killed in Hawaii body surfing, by the way. But if you've ever body surfed, you understand what it is. You are out there on your board trying to catch a wave. Well, we get to catch waves when we start to put these C's in place. And when we put these C's in place, not only is it motivating, but it catches us in the place and gets us to this place of momentum, which equals magic. We talk about that. Motivation plus momentum equals magic. Sounds like there are cattle moving upstairs, apparently. You didn't know that we raised cattle in the living room, did you? Anyway, so when we make a decision about each different C as we go along, as we string these together, as we make the chain, if we make the chain, when we make that chain and we make that decision to follow those links on the chain, we are going to catch that magic of momentum. And okay, Sarah, I see that you crowd surf. That is fun. I've never done it. Ooh, maybe I should put that on my bucket list. Just saying. Becoming unavailable for things that you used to do is really where we need to go, because when we set up our environment for success, we talk about this all the time. We talk about setting our environment up for success because we know that a positive environment is 100% going to at any time trump willpower. Willpower is overblown, and how long have we been beating ourselves up over not having willpower, not having strong enough willpower? Well, maybe next time I can do better, but it's so hard as I'm on the struggle bus, this, that, and the other thing. We say all these things about willpower, and that's because willpower is not the thing. I mean, who's going to have willpower? If it's like putting a 3-year-old in a china shop. Are they going to have the willpower to keep their hands to themselves? Are they going to want to touch everything? We don't put 3-year-olds in that situation, do we? No, we don't. If we do, we're holding their hands, we've got them occupied with something else. We do something to create the environment for this toddler so that they can have success. We don't want to see our toddlers not have success. We need to do the same thing for ourselves. That's why this is so critical. That's why it is so important to start with these C's. Now, the first one that I have is conviction. And conviction is a formal declaration, a firmly held belief. When you have a conviction, and maybe it's a doctor that gave you a conviction sitting across the desk from you and said, if you don't lower your blood sugar, you're going to have full-blown diabetes. Or if you don't get your full-blown diabetes lowered with your medication and a change of lifestyle, you're going to have to start injecting insulin. Or even worse, and it can you know where I'm going with all of this, right? Yeah, that can happen. But you know what else can happen? You can have a conviction all by yourself, sitting in your office, sitting in your living room, washing dishes or whatever, and just make a decision. Suddenly say, it's all clicking in. I get it. I need to make the changes that I want to make maybe not want to make so much, but need to make these changes so that I can have the vibrant life that I want to live. And we use the why framework. We've talked about the why framework. Why do I want to do that? Why do I want to have a vibrant life? So I can participate full out with my kids. So I can participate full out with my spouse. So I can have the kind of life that I want to have. And we just keep asking these questions, and it keeps filling up our little cups of wonderment, right? It helps us to understand what we're all about. And conviction, it has to start there. It has to start with, you know what? If I ate more vegetables, I'm going to feel better. If I ate less inflammatory foods, I'm not going to be as inflamed. I'm not going to wake up in the morning in pain. If I did this, if I get off the sugar, I'm going to feel better. Because, you know, if we keep placating ourselves and pretending that everything is okay and that we don't need to go to the place of conviction, and we don't need to go to the place of looking at our situation and saying, is it really going to get better from here? Because every single day, we are living another single day and another single day. You know, it's adding up. And as we get older, it gets a little bit more difficult. So what are you going to do with today? How are you going to stand on your conviction? Is your conviction going to take you to the next level? And your conviction lands in your heart. It's part of what your belief system is. And if you're convicted about one thing, that a healthy lifestyle is something that has to be a part of what you do, then just allow that to be. You don't have to connect all the dots on it right now. You just need to allow that conviction to settle in as your belief system. Okay, that's number one. And number two, it's all about your capacity. Now, capacity is a funny thing because it's a standard environment. This is your capacity. This is your capacity for a glass. This is your capacity for a bread basket. This is the capacity for your washing machine, right? There's a capacity on everything. We are human beings with only so much capacity. But I'm going to tell you right now that the capacity for you to do things that are uncomfortable and new are well beyond what you think is possible. You can do hard things. So when I say just push yourself a little bit, I'm not asking you to go stand on a corner naked and hold up a sign that says I'm trying new things here. You know, not going to ask you to do that. I'm not going to ask you to call up strangers or do things that are just awful. I mean, when I was in sales, way back in the olden days, when I was in sales, I remember my first line of work, what my boss had me do, gave me a stack of business cards and said, go cold call all of this business park, knock on every single door. Can I just tell you how petrified I was of that? How scared I was of that? But you know what? I had the capability to do it, and I also had the capacity to do it. Because capability lines right up with capacity. My capacity for doing this was well beyond what I thought was possible, and I did it anyway, in spite of the fear. We can always do that. We can always step up, and we always need to be looking at things and not standing away from our fear, but instead, you know, giving it the why framework if we need to. You know, our capacity for doing stuff is well beyond what we think we can do. I promise you this is true. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. It's the truth. But number three is capability. Now, this is the what you actually know already how to do. So I didn't know anything about knocking on doors and doing anything. I did sell Girl Scout cookies though at one time. So what did I do? I knew that I had something that maybe they wanted. Now every door that I knocked on as a Girl Scout didn't want to buy cookies, much to my chagrin. You know, I prided myself on selling a lot of cookies. And as an adult, when I was out selling title insurance, I knew at the doors that I was knocking on that they had they needed title insurance for the work that they were doing. Did they want my title insurance? That was the question. So I had to ask that. Do you want my Girl Scout cookies, or would, Thin Mints, folks, Thin Mints, Do you want these Girl Scout cookies, or are you buying Girl Scout cookies from someone else? That's all it was. And the no was way more often than the yes. Way more often than the yes. And when I found people who were maybes, then I knew when I could push. But that's the whole thing. That's what capacity does. That's what capability does. It weeds through. It acts like a sieve, and it's shaking those things out. Have you seen gold miners? This is what they do. They're shaking that sand and trying to find those gold nuggets. Everything in life is like that. We're always looking for the gold nuggets, and your capability of doing that just depends on the consistency of you doing it. That's it. And you know what the fun part about it is that not only the capability and capacity go hand in hand, but you find out what you're made out of. And not only do you find out what you're made out of, but you get to that sparkle in your eye that says, you know what? I am all that and a bag of chips. It is the best part of everything. It is the best part of everything to be able to see, you know what? It was hard, but I did it anyway. And when we have that victory, and we're able to notch our sticks and we're able to move forward, guess what else happens? Then we're able to get to the place of commitment. I know I can do it. I have the capacity and the capability of being able to do it. I've got the conviction behind me, and now I'm going to dedicate myself to this cause. This is what happens when you decide you're going to go from the couch to a 5K, for example. That's a program that's out there. You can Google that if you want to find it, but you can find things like that. You can find things that allow you to go to the next level when you make a decision to commit all the way to it. When you said I do at the altar, you committed all the way. It was no more, I'm dating you, but if somebody better comes along, see ya, right? You committed. You committed. This is building a life together, building a home together, having children, having a legacy together. It's something that we do. That's what commitment does. When you commit to yourself, you're committing to your best self. You're committing to your vibrant self. You're committing to the next level up, and you're living your life mindfully so that you're able to do it. You've got the capacity, you've got the capabilities, you've got the conviction, and now you're just underscoring it with a commitment. And when you put this public, and you put this commitment, I am going to fill in the blank. I am about this. I am, and you're daily into it. Like how we teach you to do this with our goals, their 90-day goals that we do and Take Back Your Life. I mean, everything changes because it's constantly in front of you. And we get to turn up the heat, turn up the dial, and live a life that is vibrant and expectant as well, expecting great things to happen. And they do. Isn't it fun? They just drop into your life. And then we get to go to the place of consistency, which is my word of the year, folks. It's my word of the year. And consistency is one of the most beautiful things in the world, because consistency is basically the child, if you will, of conviction. Because consistency is what seeds it was what seeds your momentum. Being consistent, showing up even though, doing just a little bit because. And doing all of this helps you hold everything together. What if you were have you noticed when you're inconsistent with your children what happens? They're like all over the place. I remember when my son was born, my kids are 21 months apart. And when my son was born, my daughter's schedule just went to the wayside. Because I was guilty. I felt guilty. Oh, here's this new baby who's taking up all my time, and mommy's constantly nursing and not giving, my 21-month-old the attention that she usually got. And so what happened? Well, I let her bedtime go. I let her stay up earlier, and she fell apart. She fell apart because the consistency of her routine was gone because of whatever. And when it finally clicked in, and when I finally got it and said, just because I've had a baby and everything has I've had to change everything, and my routine is being renewed and reestablished, right, with a brand new baby, doesn't mean her routine needs to be disrupted like that. And when I put her back on her routine, guess what? Consistency. It held her together. What do? When you're cooking, it says bring it to a nice consistency. What are they talking about? They're talking about a sauce that's held together. They're talking about smoothness. They're talking about adherence. That's what we get with consistency. And consistency holds all of this mess together. Without it, you've got a broken chain on that bicycle and you're going nowhere. Without consistency, you've got haphazard this and haphazard that. And your conviction is fleeting. Without consistency, your commitment is kind of wishy-washy. Without consistency, your capability and your capacity for doing anything, it's up in the air. Maybe on Wednesday, but not today. So consistency kind of holds everything together. It connects all the dots, all of them. And this is what I want you to see as you're going forward through this week. You know, we're on a sprint, and I'm calling it the illegal sprint because that sounds really dark and dangerous. Why not? Let's get a little intrigue going here. We're sprinting this week. How about staying consistent with it? How about stop looking for excuses? How about being prepared? How about deciding that you're convicted that this is the tool that you need to take you to the next place? How about living your life on that level instead? Just a thought. How about it though? Can you imagine? Can you imagine if you did this, if you ponied up to all of these things and these C's and they all connected with each other and it all made sense with the life that you're living right now? Well, it does if you make a decision that it is. Remember, what you think about expands, and what you dwell upon, that becomes your destiny. So your consistency can take you all the way and connect the dots with your commitment, your conviction, your capacity, and your capability. Because you've got all of them. It's just a matter of pulling them all out and making them work for you. I think you've got this. That's my conviction. I think you've got it. And if you want to be a part of this and you want to be in an incredible, vibrant community, it's our Hot Melt Sprint community. Smaller community than our Saving Dinner community here, which is much bigger. Smaller community, and the women there, I cannot tell you how incredible they are. They've got each other's backs, and there's genuine friendships that have bloomed in there. There's body clutter buddies that if you need somebody who's going to be one-on-one with you, we have it all right there, you know, and it's free. All you have to do is go to savingdinner.com/sprint to get a part of this. It's free. You can download the guide, everything about it. And tonight, you know, like a super stealth sprint, yeah, you betcha, we're sprinting. We're sprinting illegally. And next week, we're going to sprint again, or we're going to collagen challenge. I don't care, whatever it is that you want to do. I want you in there. I want you on top of it. What is that thinking and dwelling statement again? It is what you focus on expands, what you dwell upon becomes your destiny. It's all about the stuff that's between your ears. That's the most important part. When you get that down, everything else starts to fall into place. And when everything starts to fall into place, you are living the life of your dreams. You know, you're the creator of your own life, right? So if you're the creator of your own life and you're living the life of your dreams, you can thank yourself for that. You did it. So thanks for being with me today. I appreciate you all showing up, and I appreciate you sharing these videos. Sharing is caring, after all. And don't forget, we put these in our groups, and you can watch them on YouTube. You'll actually see the intro and the outro. And what else? Oh, well, we had some, I don't know, I guess that's it. You found a bestie. Aw, see, somebody found a bestie from doing, getting a body clutter buddy. It's all yours. Just make that decision. Peace be with you. I really appreciate you. I will see you tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, go get your seat. savingdinner.com/collagen. I'll see you tonight. Bye.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.